Hey Tyler, are you in here? Good Lord, this place is a dump. Tyler, come on out. We've got another review to do.
Hey Steven, are you ready to go back to high school?
We graduated high school 5 months ago. And we've been in college for 2 months. Why the hell are you talking about going back to that place?
Steven, I was just trying to create a clever segue into our review.
Do you even know what it is we're reviewing?
Yeah, Sky High.
But you didn't even make a superhero joke.
Who cares? You already ruined it anyway.
Fine. Change into your uniform and meet me at the office.
What uniform?
Sky High, a superhero high school. No doubt this will be a movie of teenagers with great power and teaching them the great responsibility that comes with it. That's what the Academy of Mutants was all about in X-Men.
This is a Disney film.
Well, forget about that then. It starts off with narration of comic-style pictures by a boy named Will Stronghold, son of two superheroes known as the Commander and Jetstream.
The Commander and Jetstream. His super strength makes him pretty much indestructible, and she has the power of supersonic flight along with the total mastery of unarmed combat. You look at them and see the defenders of the world. All I see is my dad wearing tights.
Will is preparing for his first day at Sky High, though there is one little problem with him heading there.
Come on.
How can a son of two superheroes have no superpowers? I mean, should he even be allowed at the school?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't get too frustrated, Tyler. The movie only just started. Besides, it could be a lot worse.
How?
He could be pretending that he has superpowers even though he doesn't, just so he can please people.
You want it?
Oh, geez, he is. That's wonderful.
I guess all I'm trying to say here, Will, is it's nice to know that whatever happens to me, you'll still be around to save the world.
Only live-action Disney has the cruelty to make this more awkward than it already is.
We cut to Mrs. Stronghold and Layla, Will's best friend.
I've got plenty of eggs, bacon.
No, thanks. You know how my mom can communicate with animals? Apparently they don't like being eaten.
Oh god, it's one of these girls. Fittingly, her power is to manipulate plants.
I can't believe you and Will are starting high school. Seems like just yesterday you two were swimming naked in a kiddie pool.
Mom!
Oh god, it's one of these parents.
The Strongholds get a call, and it turns out a robot's attacking the city.
I'm gonna need to reschedule that open house. Great.
That was way too short to actually accomplish a conversation.
Forget that, man. I mean, what about the robot? Where'd it come from? What's its backstory?
Don't worry, we'll find out.
Really?
In half an hour.
What?
The Commander and Jetstream. What would we do without them?
Layla and Will go to the bus stop.
Is this the bus to Sky High?
Shh! What are you, crazy? I guess you want every supervillain in the neighborhood to know we're here.
And you can find any supervillain in your neighborhood at vengeanceavoidance.com.
What?
You know how they have that website for sex offenders? It's like that, but for supervillains.
Ah. The bus driver, Ron Wilson, quickly gets over his anger and goes into fanboy mode.
Will Stronghold?
The son of the Commander and Jetstream? Everyone, it's Will Stronghold, son of the Commander and Jetstream.
Will sits with a kid named Zach.
Oh, so you don't have your powers.
Dude, you think I'd even show up today if that happened?
Well, I would. I mean, superhero high school has to be a hell of a lot cooler than regular high school.
So to get to Sky High, they have to ride the bus, which seems lame, but it can fly.
Ride on the magic school bus.
You ever running late, or you running early, or you just want to talk? Give me a call.
Thanks, Ron.
Business cards, huh? Ron Wilson must really love his job.
What bus driver would love their job enough to have business cards?
The kind that gets to drive the flying bus.
I'm not really feeling this as a first day of school song. What does Can't Stop the World have to do with this? They're just going to school!
Forget about that. This is a live-action Disney movie, and I have yet to see any generic bullies. Anyone knows that a proper live-action Disney high school is not complete with... And there they are!
Hey, freshmen! Your attention, please! We'd be happy to collect that $15 new student fee.
There was nothing about a new student fee in the handbook.
And now on to orientation.
Good morning. I am Principal Powers.
Aye, Hans.
Followed by Bruce Campbell as the gym teacher, Sonic Boom. Now that is awesome.
You will step up here and show me your power. I will then determine where you will be assigned. Hero or sidekick. My word is law. My judgment is final. Are we clear?
What's humiliating him in front of everyone going to prove? This is so unfair.
If life were to suddenly get fair, I doubt it would happen in high school.
Truer words never spoken. Then Zach gets up in front of everybody and verifies his identity as the class douche.
Name's Zach, Coach Boomer. Try not to drop your clipboard.
Any day now, superstar.
I'm doing it.
Doing what?
I'm glowing.
I don't think so. Sidekick.
Are you sure you know?
Sidekick!
You better not mess with Bruce Campbell, Zach. Bruce Campbell decides who lives and who dies.
Layla, being a pacifist, decides to make a statement by not showing her power.
I believe in only using my powers when the situation demands it.
Well, you're in luck. This is the situation, and I'm demanding it.
But to participate in this test would be to support a flawed system. I think the whole hero
She
sidekick
keeps
idea
going
is
on like
fair.
this.
You get it, you're a hippie.
Are you refusing to show me your powers?
It's more complicated than that. I mean,
Sidekick! Sidekick! All right, we'll pick it up right after lunch. Starting with you.
In case you're wondering, no. Bruce Campbell did not single him out because he knew who he was or had any kind of importance to him. He just loves to screw with the freshmen in addition to having the power to determine their value as a hero. It's good to be Bruce Campbell.
At lunch, they spot a certain individual.
What? It's War and Peace.
Aye, Hans.
Your dad busted his dad. Quadruple life sentence.
That's great. It's my first day of Sky High, and I already have an arch enemy.
After Ethan verifies that he's the class kiss-ass,
Thanks for this room.
we get back to Will's power placement.
He awkwardly tries to avoid it at first, but instead of being rejected like Zach was, Bruce Campbell tries to kill him.
Oh, I got it. You're messing with the coach. Just like your old man. Gar.
Obviously, that's not what happened.
You're a flyer, just like your mom. Why don't you say so? What's your power?
I don't have one.
Stronghold.
So he's put in the sidekick class, and we finally get an explanation from the school nurse, played by Cloris Leachman, about why Will has no powers.
Many sidekicks are the offspring of one super parent and one ordinary parent. But there are cases, rare yet not unheard of, where the child of two superpowered parents never acquires any powers whatsoever.
It's total bull crap. I mean, they're making it sound like superpowers are genetics, but wouldn't that make it the dominant gene? And if there were two parents, wouldn't both genes get to the sun?
Returning home, Will prepares to confess to his soon-to-be disappointed dad that he has no powers.
Okay, so Dad.
Oh, this isn't the place, Will. This is the place.
No way. The secret sanctum?
Oh, come on! What is it with Disney throwing in variables that destroy a character's motivation to do the honest, virtuous thing?
You got a pool table.
How about the pinball machine? All our greatest battles, our finest moments. Royal Pains pacifier. And this is my proudest possession. What was it you wanted to tell me about?
That I'm gonna kick your butt in pool.
Well, we'll see about that.
Did Will know that the secret sanctum had pool?
Probably not.
Do you think Will's dad should have been able to pick up on the fact that that's not what Will wanted to talk to him about?
Yeah.
Good, we're on the same page. That means I can tell you all about that robot from earlier.
Oh.
It's spying within the secret sanctum from a remote secret location where we have our villain, whoever it is.
Right. He took it home. Hey, he's got the ego the size of a giant robot. Uncle.
What?
I'm saying it would have been funny if the commander actually took a different piece instead of the eye, like a finger or something.
Well, that would be that plan down the drain, wouldn't it?
Yep. Will does some emotional handling.
High school is such a serious thing. These problems matter.
And that's his first real day of school where they meet the sidekick class teacher.
Morning, class. Welcome to Hero Support. My name is All-American Boy. Without hero support, well, there wouldn't be any heroes. All right, there probably would be heroes. On graduation day, you'll be assigned to your hero, and then he or she will decide what you will be called and what you will wear. That's why when I was paired with the commander, red, white, and blue it was.
So, you put kids through high school to be the bitches of superheroes.
I really hate to agree with Layla because I don't like her. But she's right, this system does suck.
Excuse me. I didn't know you worked for the commander.
I worked with the commander. We were a team. Stronghold. You Steve's son?
Yeah.
And he never mentioned me to you.
I don't think so.
Makes sense. That makes perfect sense because the commander does not have time to sit around flipping through scrapbooks that I took the time to make for him.
See? You see what the system has done to this guy? I mean, it's so sad. I can't even think of how I'd lighten the mood on something like that.
Montage! Study group happens, and Zach brings up the one legitimate thing that he'll say in this whole movie.
Hand him A, his silver-tipped crossbow, B, a wooden spike, C...
Yeah, that's so weak, man. I'm already holding this crossbow. Why can't I just shoot him myself?
Enjoy that Zach moment, folks. You're not gonna get another one like it.
Then Will finally gets up the nerve to confess. As per live-action Disney logic, it's very awkward at first.
Well, actually, he's a sidekick.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Actually, they're all sidekicks.
Good for you, son. Kid of your stature hanging out with a bunch of sidekicks as a freshman? I didn't have the guts. And I can only imagine what your grandfather would have said.
No, why couldn't we have the grandpa as a character in this movie? That would have been hilarious.
So then you would be fine with if I was a sidekick.
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess.
Well, that's good then, because I am. Dad, I'm a sidekick, okay? I washed out of power placement.
Washed out!
No, Dad, what are you doing?
I'm calling the school. The tuition we pay them.
Dad, don't.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
It's not Coach Boomer. It's me, okay? I don't have any powers.
You never said... I mean, you made it seem like...
Like I had super strength, like you. But I don't. The fact of the matter is, I'm proud to be a sidekick. Actually, I'm proud to be hero support.
Well, that's not a bad message to share. I mean, even if you can't be on the top, you'll continue and try your best with what you can do.
We get some brief tension between the parents about Will's lack of powers that is also kind of funny.
You think I didn't want to see my son fly?
I have super strength.
Or fly? But we can't change who he is. Not without dropping him in a vat of toxic waste. Steve!
Oh no, where would we even find a vat of...
Steve!
Then we're off to the next day of school. As unfortunate fate would have it, he accidentally gets into a fight with War and Peace.
Sorry.
You will be.
Alright, let's not do this.
You think you can do whatever you want just because your name's Stronghold?
I'm sorry that my dad put your dad in jail, but...
Nobody talks about my father.
Mr. Roy, do something!
I'm on it.
Princess Anna! Princess Anna! Princess Anna!
They destroy the cafeteria for a bit, and Warren mostly just yells a lot. Yeah, we get it, you're mean and scary. Ooh, cut the crap.
Leave them alone!
He's strong.
I'm strong?
He's super strong.
They both get assigned detention in a power restraining room, leaving us with one question. Who's gonna pay for the property damage?
Don't superheroes deal with that crap all the time?
And rightfully so in this movie, it's not treated as a very big deal. Will goes home and is ecstatic to tell his parents the news.
I got my powers today.
Yes, we know. The principal called.
Okay.
Sanctum. Now.
Unfortunately, they're not as psyched. Even his dad drops the excitement to drop some Uncle Ben-style wisdom on his ass.
Come here.
You're not mad?
My boy has super strength. How can I be mad?
Or not.
All right. If your mom asks, you tell her that I read you the Riot Act and I took away your Xbox.
But I don't have an Xbox.
Are you sure?
Hold it up. We should crush him now. We know he has a weapon.
Patience! We've waited this long. When the time is right, we'll have our revenge.
Well, you know, time would move a lot faster if we had an Xbox. Uncle.
Dude, you made sidekick history.
You're breaking down barriers, Will. You're proving that we're not heroes and sidekicks. We're just people.
Super people.
So he's got powers, yet he's still stuck in sidekick class. Well, that's just...
Great!
What?
Don't you see? Will is proving that being a sidekick doesn't mean you're totally useless.
We have a lot to cover this morning, except for you, Mr. Stronghold. Congratulations, you've been transferred to the hero class.
Good God, Disney! There's no low you won't sing to, is there?
In there, we get reintroduced to a character that showed up earlier, but didn't do much until now. Gwen Grayson.
An F. That would only mean having to see you in summer school. How did you do that?
I'm a technopath. I can control technology with my mind.
Wow, all I can do is punch stuff.
Yet he'll be the one on cereal boxes. Show me the justice in that.
With this new classification of hero comes some adjustments with Will's social standings.
Sorry, awful. That's okay. I think I see an empty table over there. Come on, guys.
No offense, Will. We're not running a loser outreach program, okay?
Laughing at your own joke is sad, but this is just pathetic.
Feeling bad, Will offers to make it up to Layla.
Maybe tonight we can go to the Paper Lantern
But you hate Chinese food.
You don't?
Paper lantern, 8 o'clock.
Way to take it like a man, Will. Cut to PE, where they play a game called Save the Citizen, where the two boys force two enemies to become allies, the two being Will and Warren Peace.
I know before I was angry at the awkwardness Disney was trying to force, but in this case, I'm just glad that the bullies haven't changed their stance on Will just because he's in the hero class now.
You have 3 minutes to immobilize your opponents and save the citizens. Ready, set, battle!
Remember when we used to use real citizens?
As it turns out, though, Save the Citizen is a pretty sweet PE game and a good training exercise.
Training? I think that'd make it kind of risky back in the days where they used real citizens. Having gotten in with the heroes, Will invites Gwen to dinner with his parents, but ditches his date with Layla.
Steven, you're mistaken. It's not a date. They're just being...
Is it that obvious?
Unfortunately, it's not as engaging with the editing that they've chosen. They're doing things where they're cutting back between the Stronghold dinner scene and the paper lantern scene. And I don't get it. For the paper lantern scene, they could use fades and silence backed with music to show a little bit of passage of time as the conversation goes on. Let that scene play to its fullest, have the Stronghold dinner going on, and then just use simple jump cuts with that one. The ending is just distracting, and it doesn't need to be this way. It's just bad. And I've seen Cougar Cult.
In a shocking turn of events, Gwen asks Will to the homecoming dance. Layla, having realized that she likes Will, prepares to ask him to the dance. But Will...
I'm going with Gwen Grayson. And you believe it? Me, a freshman, going with the most amazing girl at Sky High.
Is a complete moron!
No argument there. He even takes all the way to school to react to her response.
War and Peace.
War and Peace? You can't be serious. Layla, the guy's a psycho. And he's my biggest enemy. How could you go with him?
Will, does the word jealousy sound relevant right about now? Good God, why is it that they're making so fun of May's superhero cliches and this is one that we have to take seriously?
Warren, you are crazy.
Moving on.
Wanting to hang out with Will more, Gwen uses a homecoming committee story to convince him to allow people over, even though his parents are out.
You think the committee could stop by?
Oh, I don't know, because my parents are on a distress call and they won't be home till late, and I'm really not supposed to have anyone here.
And right now, you're a high schooler, alone at his home, with a girl, in his room.
If it's only a few people.
You know, wouldn't it be funny if it was more than a few people?
No?
Well, too bad, because they're doing it anyway.
Gwen, you said this was supposed to be homecoming committee.
This is the homecoming committee. Okay, so a few extra people showed up. Will, you're popular. What happened?
Gwen, every kid in hero class is here. How am I going to ever get this place cleaned up in time?
Here, come with me.
That doesn't really answer his question.
Boobies. Does that answer your question?
Unfortunately.
I wish there was somewhere we could go to be alone.
Like a sanctum. Of a secret sort. Wink, wink.
Are you really winking under there?
As long as I'm wearing these, nobody knows but me. In case for whatever reason you're still wondering, yes, Will takes her into the secret sanctum. What about your room, Will? You get busted for having a girl alone with you in either place, but you at least promised your dad you wouldn't take someone into the sanctum, let alone a girl.
He can't take her into his room, that would be implying things. And this is Disney. Well, that can't be good. Layla comes to the house and is not given a very warm welcome by Gwen.
Where's Will? Honestly? Avoiding you. Look, Will knows you have a crush on him. He does. Everyone does. Will's just too nice a guy to tell you he's not interested. Not that you can take a hint. I mean, hello? He's going to homecoming with me. He threw a party and didn't invite you. You're just embarrassing him. You're just embarrassing yourself. Okay, I understand.
Layla. 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 Layla.
Have fun with Gwen. You two deserve each other.
I'm not shocked.
Me neither. But I am glad that Will dumps Gwen for doing that to Layla, then calls off the party.
And I just told her the truth. You're a hero, she's a sidekick. She was holding you back.
What? Why would you do that? Layla's been my best friend since first grade.
Well, you've got new friends now. And I think that you need to figure out whether you want to hang with us or with those losers. Come on, let's go.
Oh, forget it. I'm not going anywhere with you, not now or not to homecoming.
You do not dump me! Not the night before the dance.
Sorry, Gwen. I, just did. Everyone out! Party's over!
Don't stop on our account.
Ouch.
When I reach the count of 3, I want everyone out of this house! Son, I'm only going to ask you this.
Dad, I swear, I didn't plan this.
All right, it's good enough for me.
Steve, I have got half a mind not to let him go to homecoming.
It's fine, I'm not going anyway.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Your mom said she had half a mind. You have to go to the homecoming dance. We all have to, because we're introducing the world to the Stronghold 3. Greatest family of superheroes mankind has ever known.
Did something happen, Will?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, God. Will runs off to the paper lantern and sees Warren.
Well, you don't have to worry about me ruining your night.
And why is that?
Because I'm not going.
Well, that sucks. Because we're only going together to make you jealous.
Huh?
Dude, you're so stupid. She's totally into you.
The next night is the dance, and before they leave, Will's mom drops some wisdom.
People make mistakes, Will. That's what high school's about. Heck, that's what life's about. The key is to learn from them.
Some mistakes can include throwing a party when your parents are out, secretly betraying their trust, and not realizing how serious that mistake was, and breaking your best friend's heart. What has that taught us about you?
You must have been a real jerk.
Alright, it's time for the third act. Time for the shocking reveal. Will looks at an old yearbook and realizes that a girl named Sue Tenney looks a whole lot like Gwen.
No. I gotta get the sky high.
In case you need more proof, she also reveals this at the dance.
We planned a special tribute to the most powerful super being ever to walk the halls of Sky High. Me!
Now during this whole big fancy presentation, it would be a good time for you to jump at them right now.
Royal Pain is a girl.
Priorities, Steve.
Excuse me, I'll have... Oh, you're talking about the commander, his name... Right. So the weapon that Royal Pain stole, the pacifier, shoots a beam that turns people into babies.
Hey, Hans.
That's the last time I'll use that joke, I promise. It was just too perfect to pass up on. So with the students trapped, Will, Warren, and their friends have to save the day.
Layla, in case my homecoming date ends up killing me tonight, Just want you to know.
Well, it's about time you guys skip the bullshit.
So they separate out and deal with the problem.
Sucks for you.
He was found dead 3 hours later. Try laughing now. Go on.
Come on, sidekick. Aren't you gonna fight back?
I don't believe in using my powers for violence.
I don't believe you even have any powers.
Layla, how is this not that demanding situation that you need to justify using your powers for violence? Although then again, all Penny's doing is marching at you with her clones and doing a bunch of cheers. Quick, we need to cut to something else before I start agreeing with Layla.
The babies are being loaded and Royal Pain dictates a speech to Baby Commander.
I take you back, my dear Commander, to your senior year at Sky High. A brilliant but misunderstood girl named Sue Tenney was written off as a science geek and stuck in sidekick class. She hatched a plan to start her very own supervillain academy and raise a generation of heroes from scratch as villains. But first, she had to destroy the very institution that dared to spurn her genius. My only regret? That this may be the finest supervillain speech ever given. And you don't even know what I'm saying.
Good for you to admit your speech's greatest flaw. Saves us the time.
But I do. Look, I'm sorry that my parents destroyed your mom. Now put my dad down.
No one could defeat Royal Pain. When the pacifier exploded, I wasn't destroyed. I was merely turned into a baby. That's right. Royal Pain wasn't my mother. Royal Pain is me!
Oh my god.
That was a pretty unexpected twist.
I mean, I was an old lady.
Priorities, Will.
Then we cut back to later to see she's finally doing something.
Big mistake.
Don't leave us here to die. Royal Pain sabotaged the anti-gravity device. The whole school's gonna fall out of the sky. We only have 10 minutes.
So the gang pulls out their convenient blueprints to the school and find a conduit too small for anyone but Magenta's guinea pig form to fit into.
Yeah, right. You'd have to be like a rat to fit in there.
Oh, great.
This is so stupid.
They go to take care of Royal Pain. Psych again.
Surprise? So am I.
You're flying? That's impossible!
We're running out of time here, so let's skip through a bit. Ron Wilson kicks some ass, Magenta cuts the wire, Will puts the school back into the air, the pacifier gets fixed, and everyone is turned back to normal.
Then something crazy happens. Will actually owes up to his mistakes, and something even crazier happens. His parents don't punish him for it, not even for breaking his promise about the sanctum. Nope, he gets off scot-free for saving the day.
I'd be honored to accept this Hero of the Year award, but I'm afraid this doesn't belong to us.
Belongs to them. The sidekicks. I mean hero support.
Why don't we just call them what they really are, Josie? Heroes.
Even though the circumstances were the one-in-a-million situation where their powers actually proved useful.
Royal Pain is put into a power-blocking detention room.
I'm not Wonder Woman, you know. I went through puberty twice for this.
Warren finds love. And we end the same way we began. Narration.
Was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference, and it's getting better all the time.
Compared to Homecoming, the rest of the year was pretty boring. So in the end, my girlfriend became my arch enemy became my best friend, and my best friend became my girlfriend. But hey, that's high school.
Sounds about right. And do you know why, Tyler?
Yeah, because only in high school you would find this much petty bull.
Of the bad live-action Disney movies out there, Sky High is one that explores a fun concept. Superheroes going to high school to learn to control their powers. Sort of a kid-friendly mutant academy, but X-Men was marketed as a kid show and it was playing more risque. The movie does have a few cheeky parts that made me laugh. However, this was made at a point where Disney Channel was just beginning its descent in entertainment value, and this is the kind of movie that would appeal to the same audience that made this popular. You can tell because instead of a superhero story that emphasizes tension on the evil things the villain is doing, it relies on petty high school drama for tension, which actually served as a decent cover for the villain. But it doesn't belong in a world of so many superhero films that have better things to talk about. As a whole, that's its biggest flaw. This movie was made for Disney Channel fans. If you like Disney Channel, you'll enjoy this more than I do. Today we only have 2 plot holes to cover from this movie.
Only 2?
I know, it's crazy. What is with superhero genetics? Why is it that 2 superpowered parents would possibly produce a non-superpowered child? An argument could be made that the 2 superhero genes could be fighting each other for dominance, therefore not allowing the child to get either. But genetics aren't supposed to work that way. If there are 2 dominant genes that collide, they're supposed to merge together to form an even more powerful gene. How did Royal Pain know the commander would choose the giant robot's eye as his trophy? I suppose because there's really nothing else flashy about that robot to take. Well, there's another successful review in the bag.
First one in a while, man.
Yep, but we made it through. Thank you for helping me, Tyler. I'm proud to call you my sidekick.
And thanks, man. I am very proud. Wait, what did you just call me?
I said I'm proud to have you helping me by my side.
No. You called me a sidekick after reviewing a movie in which sidekicks are deemed useless. Do you find me useless, Steve?
Tyler, remember when I first brought you onto this thing? I told you collaboration is a necessary effort for me to do my best work. And you helped me by collaborating with me. You're my wingman, bro.
Oh, now I'm just that guy who gets you chicks.
It's not that kind of wingman, you idiot.
Oh, so now I'm an idiot.
But you've always been an idiot.
Steven, this is for Plan B.
Plan B? Oh, son of a...